Today BBC Breakfast viewers tuned in to see the show presented by Stayt and Naga Munchetty, and the news instalment was discussing the latest developments with regards to Brexit. Throughout the morning, the hosts were speaking to several MPs from across the political spectrum, and on one occasion, on a live video link from Westminster, was Conservative MP Nigel Evans and the Green Party's leader Caroline Lucas. But, as the debate began to heat up between the two guests, Naga was forced to interrupt the conversation and cut the interview short, apologising as she did so. Naga asked Evans and Lucas about Jeremy Corbyn's stand on not taking part in any talks unless no deal is taken off the table, and whether or not it was reasonable. Lucas was quick to reply, commenting, "She's trying to push us into a corner so that we can only accept her deal. I think that is absolutely reckless and irresponsible." Naga was then heard saying Nigel. But Lucas had not finished and talked over her, adding, "She has the responsibility and the ability to take that no deal off the table." The BBC Breakfast presenter tried to interject again, asking, "I want your view on Jeremy Corbyn, Nigel." But Lucas was on a roll and continued, "Can I just say, in terms of an initial conversation, I don't think there should necessarily be preconditions for that. But I certainly think for formal talks, it's absolutely right to say no deal should be off the table and the people's vote should be there as a possibility." Eventually Nigel was able to add to the discussion, as he told Naga, "It's very sad Jeremy Corbyn is taking this position. He is letting down 61% of the constituencies that voted Leave, which are Labour constituencies." He went on to explain himself, but Lucas jumped in to comment, "Walking away when there is a gun to your head is not a very sensible strategy. It doesn't work." Naga was then heard terminating the interview and apologising for cutting her guests off. Both, "Thank you very much." Caroline Lucas, Nigel Evans, "I'm sorry to cut you off," she said. "It is cold though. Do get warm as well. Thanks very much." The viewers then saw the show return to Naga and Charlie in the studio. BBC News, turn IT off. Dan Walker blunder interrupts Louise Minchin's Brexit interview. Both, "Thank you very much." Caroline Lucas, Nigel Evans, "I'm sorry to cut you off." Naga to the guests. It comes after the Conservative Party survived a no-confidence vote following Tuesday's staggering result. Rebel Tory MPs and the DUP, who only 24 hours earlier had rejected May's Brexit plan by a historic margin, voted to keep her within her position in Downing Street. Late last night she spoke to the press, where she called for MPs to put dull interest aside and work constructively together in order to find a way forward for Brexit. MPs voted against May's plans for Brexit on Tuesday night when 230 rejected it, the largest defeat for a sitting government in history. BBC Breakfast airs weekdays at 6 a.m. on BBC One.